Hello, and good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday at 7:35 in the morning. Everything's all fogged up. Everything is all fogged up. My air conditioner's on from the ride home yesterday, but it's really foggy when I go past the little lake. I should have left home like 20 minutes ago. So, but my on time is getting there at 1:45 to open the door for other people who might want to get there early. Lately, if they want to get there early, they either have to hope my manager is more with it than me, or they have to sit in the lobby. That's life, I guess. Because I'm doing my best, but to be honest, it's one thing that irks me about my job. I don't like getting there at 7:45. I would like to show up at 7:59 to work at 8 o'clock. I think the other people who want to get there early to get coffee and whatever could just leave their stuff in but anyway, it is not going to happen. It's like kind of foggy out, like my windows keep fogging up every time I go past any sort of like river or lake or anything like that. It's Tuesday. It's starting to be fall colors, which is nice. Excuse me, and fall allergies. Which follow spring and summer allergies. Because some people just have them all year round, not seasonal. It's me. It's me and some people. Me. Oh, so. I found out last Friday that I have a lot of nerve pain and phantom pains as an amputee. Pretty severe, to the point where, like, I've tried all the medications that there are to try. I'm currently at the top dose of one. I don't have a ton of side effects compared to some people that I hear, but I do have some. I don't care for the medication, and I could live with the side effects if it worked. I have to blow my nose, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not crying, not yet. There's allergy in it. So, I get this trial a while back. I did a video on that if you're interested. Even showed myself a little loopy-doopy walking through Chit-chat. Yay. Did the trial, got enough of a relief from this device that they went, this implantable stimulator. Waited a gazillion years to hear from insurance, because insurance is always the biggie. Like, that's always the holdup. Hear back from insurance, and it's a go. They called me last Friday. They schedule it. They're like 2 weeks. I'm like, whoa, that's fast. I'm used to stuff taking so long. But it seems like these big surgeries, they're like, boom, let's go give you surgery. So I'm like having like some PTSD and feeling like not thrilled, because I've not been under anesthesia since my amputation. For the trial, they did like that twilight anesthesia stuff. I've had that a few times, but I've not been like out. It's like a 2 to 2.5 hour surgery. So all of a sudden, I'm trying to coordinate all these appointments, and I'm looking at appointments that are coming up, like upcoming appointments, and I still get scans. I get CT of my chest and abdomen and pelvis, and an MRI of my leg, my residual leg of my limb. It used to be every 3 months. After this time, it's been like every 3 to 4 months for 3 years. She was comfortable with going to 6 months after this scan. So I have a scan scheduled for like October 1st or 2nd, and then after that, I'm doing them every 6 months. So that is progress, slow but finally progress. Well, yesterday I'm like, well, crap, like I'm gonna be a few days post-surgical. And then I'm like, gosh, that, like, with all the coordinating with my doctors that goes on and stuff that happens, how did this like fall through the cracks. Like, how do we not realize, or me, I mean, because when it comes down to it, it's me, like, but I wish one of my doctors would have caught it too, that it turns out that they're now finding, they're not for sure, but they are pretty positive that MRIs are contraindicated with this implantable nerve stimulator, whatever it's called. So yeah. So then right away John's like, I told John, and he's like, oh my god, the car in front of me had its blinker on but didn't turn fast enough. My car's like, obstacle detected. And I'm just like, busy. I'm just kidding. They turned. They were just slow. John's like, cancel it, stop it. And that was my first thought too, like, I can't do this. But I'm like, I'm depending on this for like a decent quality of life. There is nothing you can do about nerve pain. There's not like, for like muscle pain and all that kind of stuff, there's stuff that I can try to do. There's exercises to build it up, causing less pain, you know, there's stretches, there's even like, there's obviously many different kinds of, a lot more options for medicating something like that if you need to, as further than like than there are for the nerve pain. So I have messages out like to all, well, I sent like big long messages to excuse me, the doctor, Dr. Luke Law. He's a cool guy. He is the pain guy, the one who would be doing the surgery, and he's done like some injections and stuff for pain control for me in the past, and he obviously did the trial. When I first started seeing him, he said this stimulator, it's like, you know, his biggest trick in his bag of tricks or whatever. Like, it's a step process. We went through everything else. So basically, this is my last shot. This is it. So that's why this is upsetting and stressful. Like, oh, I don't even know. I need this, but I need my scans. But apparently that's not the way the world works, or we're pretty sure that's not the way the world works. Dr. Norman, who is my other surgeon, she's my orthopedic surgeon. She is the lady who did several surgeries on my leg and eventually did my amputation. She's the one who had to make the call that I needed the amputation versus the limb salvage surgery that would have saved my leg. And actually, she literally made the call, like called me up and said, like, she didn't suck. It was hard, and I screamed in her ear, and I was very in shock and not great. But anyways, so Dr. Norman, she's the one who schedules my scans and does my follow-up. So she's reaching out to make sure, but she said, you know, like, everybody there that she talked to is fairly already very certain that they're contraindicated, the scans and the device. But she's reaching out to Dr. Law just to make sure. I also reached out to Dr. Law, and I was about several different things. He didn't even ask me about the scans, so I was like, how much pain am I going to be in? Because I'm worried about that and the ride home. Because it's over an hour of like sitting up like immediately afterwards. I'm like, do people ever stay overnight? And he's like, no. I'm worried about the scans, but I think my doctor's reaching out anyways. And then I have my primary with a bunch of stuff because she's the one, my Dr. Baldwin, my Dr. Baldwin. I've had the same primary care physician for years, a majority of my adult life, aside from when I've like lived in different areas. So actually was close to new patients for many years, and I moved away, and she took me back. Somebody recently said, oh, the eye doctor said, oh, because she's getting older. She's like in her late 70s, I think. It's like, Dr. Baldwin, you can keep on practicing. I mean, she's so up to date and modern. She had cancer herself and came back. I mean, I think she's going to be going a while yet. She doesn't seem the kind to want to just like retire and chill out at home. Gosh, my car just thinks that there's objects everywhere. It doesn't want me going anywhere. It's not my driving, I swear. So somebody said, the eye doctor, she's like, oh, what are you going to do when she retires? And I was like, I just love her way too much. I said, I'm going to go to her house, obviously. I got to get medical care. But anyways, I reached out to her because she's always booked an appointment coming up with her to see if I could turn that to like a virtual visit instead of missing it. Well, she switched and made it so that I can see her for my pre-op physical thingy that they do instead of the other doctor that I gotta cancel. I gotta go on the little MyChart app and cancel that appointment unless they didn't. I was supposed to have an appointment this morning, but now I'm gonna have it tomorrow. And I'll talk to her more about it too, but she obviously isn't a surgeon. So I'm just kind of waiting around to hear back, but when it comes down to it, I don't. Oh, there's one of my coworkers. I know it's him because he's young and he has a I Heart Hot Mom sticker in his back window, and it cracks me up because we have a running joke with Nevi and older guys, and I happen to have gotten her a hoodie that said the I Heart Hot Dads because we joked she had crushes on all her friends' dads. It's a thing. We're a whole thing. Our family's just a thing. I gotta get more involved. John's always sticking his face in videos. He doesn't mind, but I need to get the rest of them more involved so you can see that this is my circus and this is my monkeys. My monkeys and my circus, and I love them all. Oh, so yeah. Waiting to hear back on that message from Dr. Norman, but I was already nervous, super nervous, and couldn't think about anything but surgery because 2 weeks is fairly quick. But now even more so nervous and just not sure what to do. Whew, I made it. Stinking hour. There's my manager's office right there. I see she's got her window open. It's a bad habit. Our office has a bad habit of smelling like 30 feet. Ew. Long story short, bad carpet shampoo experience. So in all my chaos this morning, running late, all this and that and the other thing, I did not take my medicine, like any of it. I take, look at my hand. That's better. Woo! Gotta love my hair. I don't know why I even grew it back. I honestly don't. I'm terrible at even having hair. My hair needs help. My car needs to go and dry. So I didn't take my medicine. I take medicine for, like I was mentioning earlier, the nerve pain. And then I also take oral medication for diabetes. None of those fancy new shots or any of that stuff that makes people skinny. I'm not that fancy to get to take one of those. I don't think especially a good candidate with the stomach issues that they cause.
Any more sign of the bear? I'm wondering if I dare put my garbage out tonight.
Oh. We had a little bear in our neighborhood. I should insert a picture. I don't know if that text message that I just played on my hands-free played if the audio will record. But we had a little bear in the hood. Chewed up a little bit of garbage that my husband had out from a remodeling project out in front of the garage. So cute little fella, but they're trouble. So she's wondering if we've seen them around because it's garbage night for the people who have the garbage truck that comes by. When you live in the country, stuff like that is sometimes different. Oh man, the one gas station says 285, and this one says 309. And I saw that one, which I don't really ever go to. Was 205. I figured they all would be because along with all the other pain in the butt of having to go to lunch at 9:45 and take like all my breaks for the whole week, or end up taking an hour of PTO or whatever I'm going to end up doing to go home and get my medicine. I also am going to have to stop and get gas because yay timing and just yay the way things seem to work. I live by the tallest bridge in Minnesota. I don't think you can see down it. Thank goodness. I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to drive across it at first. It was like this whole big thing. There's mining where I live, like big open pit mines. And then, like, we needed to move the road because the mines own the road and needed to mine underneath it. Like, where I drove, like, even less than 10 years ago, that road literally is not here anymore. It's a new road with that big bridge. Kind of used to it now, but I still don't like it in the winter or the wind or the rain or the fog. I much don't like it much at all. And I slept funny or did something funny, and my neck is so stiff. I've been like bio-freeze and like my other like hemp stuff that helps with my phantom pains on there, like everything I can think of. John is nice and he rubs it, and it's just sore. I should actually take some Advil and slap a bunch of low fuel. I hope the next gas station, which is the last gas station, has $2.85. I want to pay $2.85 too. I don't want to pay $3.09. That's just wrong. I wish I had a different mount for my phone, like one that went maybe up, like up in the middle there. I should look for one. Or like John 6 on the window. Then I could turn the front camera on and show how beautiful that it's starting to get. I can kind of try to very carefully. I don't like to touch my phone with my hands when I'm driving. But yeah, it's just getting to be that time of year where the scenery's so beautiful. I love fall. It's just that in Minnesota, what's following fall is winter. I don't live winter. I don't even like it. Not even a little bit. I don't like pretty much anything about it at all. So what I don't like about fall is that it's too short and winter comes next. Well, gas is $3.09, but I don't have enough to make it home and back to another gas station, so here I go. But at least this is like the last gas station around where you don't have to pay at the pump. Smell how limited. It says you do, but if they know you don't, they'll turn the pump on. So, pumping gas as an amputee. A video within a video. Just kidding. That's actually one thing. That is not different at all. It's still just pumping gas, and you still should throw your garbage away at the gas station and all the same old stuff. It makes no difference at all how many legs you have at the gas pump. It's still just plain unpleasant. Oh, $3.09. See, it's sad to insert a card or pay inside. Now it says begin fuel. I have to pee in homes a long way away, and the lame thing about running home randomly in the middle of the day for 5 minutes just to grab some stuff is I feel bad for Ruthie. Like, she's like, oh, you're home, and I'm like, no, baby, no, I'm not, sorry. I must be like such a trigger if somebody who doesn't like baby talking to animals happens upon this on accident. And then you just go sparkly like go right on inside and pay just like everybody else. Oh, so very pleasant. And he gave me a 10-cent off coupon. Nice. Now, onward and upward and homeward for my 9-ish, 10-ish a.m., whatever time it is, lunch. So on a whole different subject, though. Oh, that's interesting. Do you ever wonder, does it happen where everybody lives, where all summer long people put rummage sale and roofing company and all those like signs, like the kind that like the cardboard signs with the two things in, not so much political ones in the summer, but they seem to mostly be like advertising for companies, air conditioning companies and roofing companies and all that. Well, I just saw, for us, a state of Minnesota truck stopping and picking them all up, throwing them in the back. So, but that is not what. I'm a great driver. So that's not what I was thinking about, though. I just got gas, and I was congratulating myself a little bit for stopping at the gas station and going in and buying the fuel and nothing else. We're recovering gas station junk food addict. Seriously, it's only been a couple weeks, so knock on wood. I might hopefully stay strong. Trying to really reduce the amount of processed food I eat, and I'm bad at grabbing quick snacks on the go from places like the gas station. And I mean, like, there are a few decent options, like if you have a quick trip, like I chicken noodle soup the other day. I mean, that's obviously better than a donut. It's probably so processed, it's chicken soup from Quick Trip, but I mean, this holiday or Circle K or whatever you want to call it has nothing to offer me. So went in, didn't even look, didn't even browse. I don't need any beverages with artificial sweetener in it. I don't need chips or anything like that. So got my gas and got back on the road. Yay me. Ooh, man, I forgot that Ruthie rolled in something stinky this morning. All she does is lay on the couch, and just covered with a dog specific couch cover, like a waterproof washable couch cover. So I'm not gonna like stress about her being stinky when I'm trying to get out the door, especially when John usually gets home first, and I told him like, your little baby rolled in something. Now that I'm home, I gotta remember not to go run in and give her big old hugs and pets and love. She's gonna get little bitty pets. I'm gonna go outside real quick. Off. Little Miss Ruthie off. Her last bad habit is jumping. Yes, she's learning now. Ruthie, a big cookie and her yak cheese. Oh, saying goodbye is so hard. Goodbye, see girl. I feel bad. Maybe I better just stay home. Weird. There's somebody else here, but I don't know where or why. So, this very nice young fella who's here from the electric company for some electric work we're going to be having done, said to me when I chatted with him that he pulled off to the side so that I could buy, but he doesn't know I'm a terrible backer-upper. But I did just squeeze by without hitting the electric company truck, so that's a good sign, isn't it? And I remembered to take my medicine, which, like, when I was leaving, I was like, hey, wait, did I take my medicine? And I dug through a couple sweater pockets, found some extra packets of Celsius, and my most favorite super glazed lip gloss. Woohoo! But because of the late country power and whatnot, and a couple extra minutes of dog petting, and forgetting my water bottle and having to go back up for it, and deciding to grab my big box of pictures that I've been carrying around, I don't know if I'm going to make it there and back within an hour, which is lame, because then that means I'll have to use the PTO, plus this is my lunch. From there and back within an hour, I'm just going to use an hour of PTO and still take my regular lunch. Because I can't, like, get back to the office at 11 and just sit there until 4:30. That sounds endless. Plus, when I was texting my manager updates, because we like to keep in touch because we're work besties, she said the computer problem thing that we were having, computer software problem thing we were having on my way out is not gotten better and won't get better. So that makes going back extra exciting. I should text her that. It turns out the power company says that they need to drive their big service truck to where my lilac tree is, because they want to give us a new power pole, and they're like, just cut down your lilac tree. And John's like, okay, because he's not sentimental about trees. I'm like, it's a very old tree, it's like it might grow back. I'm like, but it might not. And it's old, and it's out our bedroom window, and the view is gonna be so bare. Plus, obviously, John and I went to chemo with a tree before, or had chemo and had a tree as a friend for a view. I spent a lot of time too sick to do anything but possibly maybe just stare out the window. What I saw was that lilac tree, and because of the lilac tree, I saw bees and butterflies. And my little chickadees that I used to feed before I was sick, I saw them still coming, and it made me want to get up and get outside and give them some bird seed. And I just have a lot of very sentimental, strong feelings about this tree. And now I'm sad. Now my head hurts. And here I am back at work where my boss says things are not fabulous. Her advice actually was don't come back. But I think she was kidding. I hope she was kidding. I ain't got nowhere else to go. I don't drive all the way back home and try to cut down my bush. So I accidentally bought this magazine at the grocery store the other day. Well, not accidentally, impulsively would be a better word. I was thinking it was expensive, but it was $13.99. It was the most expensive thing I bought. I pretty much live here. I don't like eating whole apples. I didn't have time to cut one up this morning, so I basically just make myself at home. The time to wrap it up. No, I didn't even wrap it up. I wrapped it up now. To be honest, I had time to whip a knife in my lunch bag, and I'm lucky that I cut on my cute little Hello Kitty lunch bag that's still relatively new, even though it's currently kind of dirty, because currently my life is kind of dirty, down and dirty, and not in some sort of cool way, like just actually dirty, like I need to clean. Alright, it's lunch, or lunch again, maybe. I decided my early lunch for running home. Well, my phone holder is not operating. It goes on my pop socket. No, it fell on the ground. Luckily, it glows in the dark, which you need. Oh, I also need to vacuum. Look at that. So for those wondering about the driving, there's where the left foot goes. I do believe I have that on a video somewhere, but I really didn't make another one because that was fun. It was just in a parking lot. I should go on a back road somewhere where I actually could do it a little better, show a little more. So my mission, should I choose to get my ish together and actually get it done, is to go to Walgreens and put some pictures that I want but don't want on my phone that I'm nervous about, whether they're really securely up in the cloud or what the situation is. Anyways, I'm gonna put some pictures on like a thumb drive or whatever you call it, sticky thingy, for a double backup, because if they're gone, then they're just gone forever, and that's sad when you think about like pets that are gone, stuff that's like kids are when they're little. So just to be extra super duper sure, and then I'm gonna browse the makeup, but try not to spend more than like $1, because that's all I've got. I made it to Walgreens, but Apparently I didn't do a very good job sticking this little phone holder up there because, oh, back down by my feet it went. Alright, let's try to get some pictures off here. Secured safely forever and clear up some space on my phone. Woo-hoo. Could take lots and lots of moments. When I did my videos, it took a long time to load, and I started out doing select videos, not all of them. But I I'm just getting my reading glasses. I hate them. Don't look at them. So then they all loaded, and then like the thumbnails all just said like thumbnail, like the word. And I didn't tell, so I couldn't tell what videos or what, and I ended up losing patience and putting them all, and now I gotta plug them all into the computer and go through them that way. I'm hoping that a repeat doesn't happen. Plus, I gotta find a way to, at the very least, edit out the video content because I don't want to pay for twice, to store them twice, because it, like, I don't have my little, I don't like own those little USB things. I just put them on for you here. I don't know. Still going. I know you're 12 other pictures. It's ridiculous. I don't know how this keeps happening. This is the second I'm here trying to take care of it. But yeah, I don't want to pay for like memes and screenshots, and the videos are already dead. So hopefully once it gets, if it ever gets on there, I'll figure it out. That's the only option. It says please allow for longer times, and then after that I have to see how I get the other 3,000. Yikes. Just apparently ran into one of those things, but it's alright. It's fine. Walgreens has it taken care of. Got some good news for the ride home. I just got a message from my doctor that I probably am most concerned with what she had to say regarding this whole situation with the implant, and she says she feels that we have CT scans to use to replace MRIs, and she does not see it as being like a problem. She doesn't think that should be taken as a barrier for something that would give me relief. So I super duper, like I said before, I have a great team of doctors, or I wouldn't have them. I'd go somewhere else. But I am lucky too, but out of the whole great team, like I've said, I think before, her opinion, like I so strongly respect, and yay, the fact that she thinks that we can go ahead, it's really reassured me that I am actually going to be going ahead with this nerve implant device thing. I wish I knew the actual name of it. Neurotransmitter. Oh, got laid a little too soon. Implantable nerve pain device. Something. I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm getting one. I'm so happy that I don't have to choose like surviving and quality of life type decisions, because that really sucks. I feel a weight off my shoulders. Can't wait to get home and see John and Ruthie. Thank you so much for watching. Someday I'm gonna get better at ending a video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I've been pretty active over on TikTok, so check me out over there if you haven't already. Thanks, see you next time.